Hello, my name is Ashley Nunez, and today we are going to be talking about hurricanes. I have my little rain background here in the background, and I'm wearing a blue shirt in honor of talking about hurricanes, since we're talking about the ocean and a big storm that happens in the ocean. I'm going to give you a little background on what exactly a hurricane is, how it forms, some key parts of a hurricane, and then I'm going to go into talking about a specific hurricane named Hurricane Isaias that happened in 2020. So let's get into it. So to simply define what a hurricane is, a hurricane is a large rotating storm with high-speed winds that forms over warm waters and tropical areas. And as you can see in the pictures, hurricanes have a little hole in the middle, which is called the eye. So in the eye, it is the center of the hurricane where there is almost no wind, no rain, and you can see the blue sky or the stars at night if you were to be right in the middle of the hurricane. So hurricanes have names, as you guys know. I named one in the beginning of the video, but these names are from the World Meteorological Center. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But they are in charge of having the names. I did read that they did start out as like all women's names. And then they switched over to like men's names, and then now it's kind of like a mix. But it is cool because it goes from like A, B, C, D, E, F. So it's like, for instance, like Anna, and then it rotates to like Ben, and then it'll rotate to like Kathy, and then so on and so on. Hurricanes are also categorized by the amount of wind. So how fast the wind goes, it's measured by a wind scale. So these will give the categories of what the hurricane is between a hurricane 1, 2, 3, 4, based on how powerful the winds are, and that would be able to tell you pretty much like measure the damage of what the hurricane did and base like that. Every hurricane that is labeled a hurricane, they are categorized. So this image is showing the wind speeds and how the hurricanes are categorized from a scale of 1 to 5. So this will show the wind speed, and then it'll show the damage. So the scientists will measure the amount of speed in a specific amount of time, and then based on how fast the speed of wind was, that's what the categorize of the hurricane will be. And this chart shows each of the 5 wind levels and the damage. Now we'll go into talking about the specific hurricane that happened in 2020 named Hurricane Isaias. So this hurricane was a category 1, max speeds of 90 miles per hour. This hurricane happened in July 30th through August 5th of 2020. The hurricane happened off the Caribbean and the east coast of the United States, and it also went up to Canada before it diminished. There were a total of 17 deaths and over $4.7 billion worth of damage with this hurricane. Some interesting facts about hurricanes are that hurricanes can be up to 600 miles long and length. That's a pretty big storm. Winds can be between 75 to 200 miles per hour, and most hurricanes will move between 10 to 20 miles per hour. Hurricane season is June 1st through November 30th, so most hurricanes in the United States happen during the fall time. I also read that when a hurricane goes through the ocean, the marine life and things that are underneath the storm can get pushed around, moved around. A lot of the pollution and trash that's in the ocean gets moved around. The wildlife and the marine life and things, they get displaced. So it's not uncommon to see fish or turtles or sharks and things like that closer up to the coast after a hurricane, because after all, they were being moved and pushed up to the coast. I live in Dallas, Texas, so we don't get hurricanes here because we're not by the coast, but a lot of people in the coast areas will come up north to get away from the storms and take precaution here. I think hurricanes are really awesome to look at. I think it's crazy how powerful the ocean is and how it can really damage an area by just water. that is all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I'll see you in the next one.